Now that we power back, welcome to some SwarmZ. I'm StormRunner Gaming, and today I'm going to be helping everyone out there survive the zombie apocalypse. And this right here, you're going to want to grab your notebooks for, because it is some pretty good end-of-the-world information. I mean, tactics and everything we're going to be going through in this simulation game might actually help you survive the end of the world. But today we're going to be jumping into this SwarmZ game, and like I've talked about, it's going to be something like, if you know the game Tabs, it's that sort of simulation game where we're going to be putting two large forces, one on either side, to either attack or defend. I mean, in Tabs, they just like slam into each other like two semi-trucks or, I don't know, pancakes on a plate. Anyways, in this game, we're going to have a very large zombie force and probably a very minuscule human force, and our main goal in here, in any mode, either campaign or sandbox, is we're trying to keep the human civilization running. And how are we going to be doing that? Is by protecting the children, the baby, specifically for this game. So we're going to be having a cradle that you're going to drop down in sandbox, that, or in campaign, the cradle we put down for you somewhere on the map, and you're going to have to place down some human forces to defend it. But I would like to send a quick thank you over to the development and publishing software, the publishing company, Mutiny Software. That's probably why I said software. Anyways, enough of that. Let's jump straight into what everyone came here to see, the end of the world. So, we have our little baby here, because we have jumped straight into a campaign. If you guys do want to see me playing in some sandbox, I can do that in the future, but for right now, I thought I'd jump straight into the campaign. And look, we've got our little baby Yoda, or I guess hopefully it's a human baby, because that's what we're trying to defend. I know baby Yoda's cute and all, but hopefully we've got a human baby here to keep human civilization going. And in campaign mode, they have preset out where the baby's going to be and the huge zombie force. So we can't put down our own zombies. All we have right now is a budget of $70,000 and that we have 30,000 enemies against us. So without further ado, let's try to save ourselves here. So one of the things I've learned from playing a little while, it seems like the best and the easiest to use force right here is the revolver girl here. She seems to be actually very strong. If you line a couple lines deep with the revolvers and give her a little bit of defense, she'll be pretty good. She'll destroy all of them. And I'm focusing more money and resources over on these guys, because these are the businessmen of zombies, quite literally. If we look over here, they've got their suits on and everything. I know they look a little bit like apes, but yeah, they are trying to get to their meetings very quickly, which means they are the faster zombies versus the regular grunt over here, which, you know, a lot slower, not getting anywhere too fast. What I'm going to do over here, I'm going to change around my tactic a little bit more. I'm going to do a couple shotguns around the edges here and see if we can pull off a win. But a couple shotguns on each edge here. You know, Jerry over there can just sit in the rubble. I do actually want to do a couple boxes with shotguns just in case. I've also realized they do like to get stuck on a couple places here, so especially like placing a shotgun or something on those corners really does help a bit in these situations. And I'm going to place one kind of intermittently in the middle here, and my favorite unit, the pistols here, and just spam the rest around here. That should be pretty good. I think we've already got this one in the bag here. So, let's start the battle. Alright, everyone out there, brace yourselves. Here come the zombies. And here they all come. All late to their meetings. It's crazy how many zombies they're actually spawning in right now. Probably should pull back a little bit because my defense line so far is holding. And I'm not looking at the other side just yet because, you know, they take a little while to get there. They're quite literally sloths on that side, so the action is happening over here with our main defense. And if we do so wish, we can pull those controls back up and speed some things up here. Oh, actually, hold on, let's slow that down. They are getting to that front line. This might not be good for our survival chances. I thought they would hold them off a little bit better. They're actually ripping through. I mean, I've actually beaten the entire campaign, and I thought this were. Oh no, that wasn't supposed to. You guys weren't supposed to do that. Can I offer you guys some plastic meat? I've got plenty of that over in the tank to your right. Yeah. So if you would just make an orderly line, please. An orderly line. That's not an orderly line by any standards. You've messed everything up now. Now you've distracted half of them. They're trying to defend behind them instead of in front of them. Look at the rest of them coming up here. Look how many businessmen are out here. Oh. And there we go. It can be quite brutal sometimes. I mean, we're holding them off. It seems like a couple of them were like waiting in line at the DMV back here, but so far we're not doing too bad. They're getting chewed up by this machine of weaponry here, but are we making first count? We are making first count. Look, they're folding like a house of cards over here. One of the revolver shots takes out like a line of, what is that, at least 6, 8, maybe even 10 sometimes. But let's go back to the main action here. Oh, they're breaking through. I should have been watching here a little bit more. Our shotgun guy on the edge here is in a little bit of trouble. Come on, you can defend. You just need Jerry, and Jerry to help you out here. Well, I know you're Jerry, but you're gonna have to help yourself out here. I can't do anything. My hands are off the controls right now. I mean, other than the flying camera drone I've got here, but guys, I'm safe. I'm perfectly safe. You don't have to worry. So, oh, they've broken through that as well. Man, they are ripping through some stuff here. It seemed like we were holding them off for a while there, but once that one shotgun is done, it's just gone from there. Oh, and these guys are starting to have a few problems on their end as well, with a little bit too many piling up on that edge. And this edge has no action at all. I think I could take all of them and move them over there. Oh, and while I was looking away, the line's broken over here. I feel like I should get, well, I mean, we're not completely going down the river without a paddle just yet. Don't count us out as dead. Oh, no. The one guy got to him. I have about half the force over here yet again, and I put a lot of people over here on this side. As you can see, we have like, what is that, 3 regiments of people. How many people are actually in a regiment? I feel like that's something I would need to Google. Alright, and the fight resumes at full speed. They're holding them back for now. The waves just get a little bit closer each time, it seems. Like, as you can see, they're pushed back and then they come forward. I think they're hitting that block now. No, they are getting a hit or two off on those blocks. That is not good news for my man Jerry there behind this block. You scared, Jerry? You scared? Oh, I didn't mean to take off part of your head. Whoops. I'll pay you back for that. Actually, currency is now, it means nothing. You can make a nice fire with a couple $100 bills. Other than that, it's not worth much to you, is it? Let's go over to the other team. I mean, they're kind of holding off. The 2 shotguns, Jerry over here, doing okay holding that edge there to where they're not taking too much damage. Ooh. Now I've spoken too much about that side. We are losing this side yet again. How? We have like 30 people. Guys have been wasting all of my money right now. The back 2 lines aren't even shooting. So something I forgot, quite literally I forgot to mention. If they don't have a shot, they can't shoot through themselves. When I played this previously, that wasn't the case. They could, the person, this lady right back here could shoot even though there was like 4 more in front of her. So what I need to do now, at least for this force on this side, is to just spread out the units I've got. Because I've probably easily got enough people to take out all the zombies here. I've just been a complete idiot. Because, yeah, they can't shoot through each other. I'm just going to let this roll out, see if I remotely make it through, even with the hole in the wall. So, You know, the Kool-Aid Man's blasted through here. I'm actually holding it. I feel like I'm not going to be holding it a minute or two later, but for right now, we're not dead. We still have a baby. What are these guys waiting around? Did they plug in their phone on this side of the wall and just wait? Are we actually going to win this one? No way. With the wall broken and me being not as intelligent as I should have been, we lost. Oh, so in other news, I don't know if I said it earlier, but yeah, when I previously played it a day or two ago to see how all the controls went and everything in the units, yeah, you could line up people right behind each other, so I did not realize. I'm going to do a lot more lines like this, where it's maybe only 1 or 2 behind each other. Like we only have 2 lines of people, or 1 line of people, and just spread the units out. That makes it a lot more difficult. Maybe you just have to get higher level units at that point. Like I should have started using, was it the assault rifles on this edge, or even an RPG or sniper. I know the snipers clear a huge line down it, but I don't know if they're worth the money. As this leaf comes in, I think we've won here. Let's just make sure. And that is the last few zombies right here. Oh, they're taken out. They're really taking them out pretty quickly. And we have won. Wow. I'm actually surprised we pulled that win out. Let's do one more level here before we call it a day from the zombie apocalypse. This looks a little bit more difficult. Let's see. There are very few, let's just say safe spots here to put some units behind. I'm going to build my own walls, just like the other map, around the edge here. Try and keep any stragglers out. Now this is interesting. We have a few spots where they're quite easily can get into us. So what I want to do is, since we have, what do we have, 108k? Instead of lining those people up like we did previously, I'm going to line a couple assault rifles on each point here. And if we need, I'm going to go to a couple shotguns as well. If one force is difficult to hold back. I might actually want to do, on these really long walls here, I think if I just do full, what is it called, revolvers? Full revolvers, that might not be a bad defense design. Who already ate the boxes? I'm looking at you, Andrew the zombie. Come on, I haven't even started the round and you guys are eating boxes. You know these things cost me like 200 a pop. Geez, zombies are just, they're not respectful anytime. They're not respectful at all. Alright, so I need a few extra dollars. And since this is a small space, I'll take 2 of them off. I actually might have way too many revolvers around this side. I guess I'll see as the swarm rolls in. And we don't need that box there. So, let's hit it. Ring the dinner bell. And here they come. It looks like, yeah, there are a couple different types of zombies put into here. These guys are definitely the quicker ones. Let's see what's going on the other side of the map. You've got the businessmen attacking. And we already have a huge number on this wall. I mean, the assault rifles are doing okay, but not as well as having a couple of those revolvers that are keeping constant fire on them. So these lines aren't remotely holding them back. My brain had a brain fart there. I'm thinking it's a lot better just to have that line of revolvers there. Maybe I'll double it up on this side, because we really just lost. These guys are going to claim the bounty for the baby here, and we're going to call it a day. Alright, so I've made 2 lines of my revolvers on this side, added some shotguns to where they quickly overthrew it. Let's see how it goes. We got them rolling up very fast already, and they're going down like flies, but there's a lot of them. That's what worries me. There's a lot of zombies here. And that back line is rarely firing. As you can see, she might be mugging the one person in front of her, but they're rarely ever firing here, which becomes more and more of a problem. I mean, we've got a lot of a lot of guns on the ground on this side of the map, so it seems to be holding them off pretty well. We're actually being attacked from 3 sides. That is... I don't think any zombie would want to attack that line of revolvers right there, though. But that's not where our main action is. Our main action is where it's a difficult fight on this edge. Jerry, and Jerry are fighting for their lives here. What does your perspective look like, Jerry? I've taken your arm off this time. Can I pay you for that? We're holding okay on this edge. You know, a couple are slipping by. We don't even need anyone over here anymore. I think if the zombies do prevail, I need to take a couple off of here and move them around to other spots. Because that'll be so much easier. Because look at them. They're just like reading the Sunday news now. They're not doing anything really. I mean, they're clipping a couple off of the edge here, which probably helps a bit, but in reality, they aren't doing much. Something I'd love to see this game do, if you could put people at different levels, like drop them on the crates and stuff, that'd be a really cool thing to see. Like, I thought you would be able to do that, especially with the snipers and stuff, so they can carry a, not carry, but just survey a larger area. But, maybe in the future of the game. The only thing left to do here, ladies and gentlemen, is sit back with some glorious music and watch as the zombies' numbers fall. Alright, we're coming down to the wire here, pretty close to the end of all the zombies here. Look at these guys go. There are not many of them left. I'd say maybe 100 at most. Actually, probably a little bit more than 100. Of course, it's dwindling by the second here as they grow closer. And there's the game. Our baby is safe. Let's jump into this next level. But actually, it's been a little while. It took me a while to get through that first level there, relearning some of the mechanics I had previously forgotten, or, you know, just forgot to remember those updates there. But yeah, let's jump over to the main menu here. That has been some SwarmZ. What do you guys think about it? I'm actually kind of excited to jump into another episode of this in the future. It might be a little bit separated between this one, but I don't know. You guys want to see some more zombie apocalypse survival training here with my little group of humans? You know, I've trained them pretty well. They've survived pretty long. I mean, they can get the multiple headshots in a row as well. You have to train somebody for a long time, I think, to get them anywhere close to getting multiple headshots in a row, just like these guys. But anyways, that is where I am going to be ending this episode. So of course, if you guys did like this, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel to stay up with SwarmZ and more of my content. But I've never been good at goodbyes, but my zombies need me, and I need to go.